primetime Poulton, keep it entertaining. You already knowin', outworking everybody and he don't ever quit. Talking about plenty comics like Graveyard Shift, Sea Dogs, Viking Whoop, U.S. Assassin, doing just what he loves. This is his passion. Bring more value to your dollar. No, I'm not frontin'. That's how just a writer became a moral compass. This is primetime Poulton. This is primetime Poulton. Let's go.
Behold the King of Kings. On your knees, dog. All hail. Bow down to the King. Bow down to the King. Grinned red as he walked from the place where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin, and it tasted good. The king took his head, left him broken and dead. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Left none living, none able to tell. The king took their heads and he sent them to hell. Their screams echo loud in the place of their death. Ripped open they die with their final breath. They hail the King of Kings. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Bow down to the king. Into the dirt. His will be done. Now feel your fear. There can be only one. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down to the. Bow down. Bow down to the king. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. Bow down. The king is here. Now feel your fear. The King of Kings. All hail the king. On your knees for the king. The King of Kings. There is only one.
What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass. Poppy. And this is the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club, episode 44. Today we're talking Astonishing Tales of Terror, Rocktapussy. That's a mouthful. Joining me today, Dexter Weeks. What's up, Dex?
What's going on? Now, Astonishing Tales, I was wondering, does that mean there's going to like an anthology or something?
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah.
This is the first in a great franchise.
Yeah, could be.
Let's get our third man's opinion. Enrico Botta. What's up, Enrico?
Hey, everybody.
What up?
Now, with the title being Astonishing Tales of Terror, do you feel, Enrico, that this could be the first of many great movies? Like an anthology series, perhaps?
It sure could be.
Yeah.
Write it up, Mark. Write it up.
But we'll talk about this fine piece of cinema in a little while.
With Hunter, the continuing adventures of Hunter, and
I know
the
she's modern Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah,
that's you know, who says going woke is a bad thing? You know, put Hunter in the lead of an action franchise.
Hunter Jones.
Yeah, Hunter Jones. There you go.
Not bad for 40 plus, right?
Join us. We got the chat, of course, as always. First, the one, the only. We got pick Mark Poulton in the chat. He says World Cinema this week. Yeah, just the finest for the chat here at Primetime Poulton. I scour Tubi looking for the best pieces of cinema, and I feel it's my duty to share it with you guys.
Duty.
Weeks agrees. Feast for the eyes.
Is he talking about himself here in that picture?
We got the Don in the house. Hey, hail to all. Finally managed to not be so busy and catch a stream. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
Hey, what's up, Don?
We got Dex again. What's up, Dex? Mark Poulton, I hope not.
Wait, he hopes it's not an anthology? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. Amanda B. It came out in 22. They sure are taking their sweet time if they are.
Mm.
Hey, man, a great film takes a long, long time. Mark Poulton says COVID, supply chain issues, etc. Yeah, you know, a lot's going on, man. They take their time to craft this. So well, I guess we'll get into it later. But I just want to say the star of the movie was also the producer. This was like her pet project, her baby. So I don't know.
So,
Maybe she'll bring more to the table.
It was a vehicle to promote the persona.
Yeah. Amanda B says when she said she just turned or was turning, I was like, no way. She's 48. So 46 when filming. I will give it to you all. She was gorgeous. Mike says, bring on the Rocktapussy.
Rocktapussy with a question mark.
We'll get into Rocktapussy in a bit, but first things first, I want to thank everyone. We closed out Graveyard Shift this past Thursday night. We ended the campaign at $127,000 and $310. So $127,310. Thank you all. Over 1,500 backers. Thank you so much. I'd share the campaign, but what's the point? You can't back anything. No in demand for Graveyard Shift 5, but thank you all. Another successful campaign. Every book has made over $100,000, so thank you.
It's amazing.
And if you're looking to back something, there is still U.S. Assassin 4. It's available on Fund My Comic. Also available over on Indiegogo is the sign up for it, because we'll be launching on Indiegogo. A lot of people have been asking me about that. That's their platform of choice. but we'll launch that sometime in the summer, I think, with not one but 2 John Stinsman covers. He's doing he already did his U.S. Assassin cover, working on a Roddy Piper one next. So you can go sign up on Indiegogo. I'll drop the link in the chat. And there's also a sign up for Writhe Payne Book 2. I finished fulfillment on Writhe Payne this past week. And I had to go back and watch the launch streams because we gave away some art on Michael Bancroft's channel and my channel. And I had to go back because I wrote it down on a piece of paper who won, but I could not find the winners. So I had to go back and watch. I thought it was going to be a chore, but it was actually pretty easy to find when we announced, because as I just scrolled past the footage, I saw Chris hold up the artwork, and we had the random winners. So 2 lucky people will have 2 original pieces of Chris Graves' artwork. And I heard from one of the people that backed up the Payne statue. That would be Mark Poulton. He got his statue arrived safely. I was so worried about mailing those out. I've never mailed an actual statue, but I put a little box in a big box full of bubble wrap, and it worked.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So thank you to everyone who backed Writhe Payne Book 2. Completely fulfilled at this point. If you haven't received, I guess international, it might take a little while. But if you haven't gotten yours yet, just reach out to me at Koni Waves at gmail.com, and I'll help you out. Guys, we got 55 people watching across X and YouTube. Thanks so much. Go hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And, we do this show every Sunday, sometimes Monday if I'm away. Next week, we're going to do Monday because I'll be in Chicago, flying out for C2E2. Our booth may have been canceled, but I'm still going out there. I'm going to see a Cubs game. I'm going to see a White Sox game. We're going to have a little meetup with the fans, I think, at our hotel bar or lobby. And I have a pass to C2E2, so I'm going to go there and check out the convention. As Mark Poulton said, Mark, you'll probably fly under the radar. They won't take your badge from you. And
all that controversy, right?
Lots of flying under the radar. I can still go to C2E2, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing John, Shane, Missy's going with me, and that's who we're gonna go see a Cubs game together Thursday. So looking forward to that.
Sweet.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's see. Check up with the chat. Amanda B sharing the links. Thank you, Amanda B. For once, I dropped something. So Mark Poulton says, please don't get arrested, TMC. No, you would arrest the moral cop.
He's going to go into C2E2 and cause a scene over there.
Yeah.
Start flipping tables.
Sitting down at the empty table that's supposed to be his table. little table sign.
I'm honestly, I was kind of tempted to hit him up and say, yo, you want the writer of soon-to-be major motion picture Evangeline to attend your convention?
I don't think they have anything against Haunted Pizza.
Yeah, no. Who would have anything against Haunted Pizza?
Nobody. Maybe an extra.
I'm not planning on bringing anything since, there's no booth. There's a fan meetup, but who knows how many people will show up to that. I asked John if he's bringing anything, and he said a marker in case someone wants him to sign anything. But I don't know if anyone in the chat's going to be there. Should I bring stuff? I have no idea. I don't know what to do. I've never, been in a situation like this. So
tell Mark what you want, people. Tell Mark what you want.
Yeah. As of now, I'm not bringing anything except, clothes, and I'm bringing my Duke Classified figure to get signed by Steve Bloom.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. The Don says, that's right. Don't let the cancel pigs get you down. Rock on. They didn't cancel the moral compass, man.
That would be morally wrong.
Indeed.
Morally bankrupt.
But another announcement, guys. This coming Free Comic Book Day, Haunted Pizza is going to be at Level Up Entertainment in Egg Harbor Township. That's Dex's old stomping grounds, Egg Harbor Township.
That's right.
And they're going to have, almost the whole company there. They're going to have the owners of Haunted Pizza, Mark and Chase Poulton.
Oh, you're going to love this spot.
They've been announcing guests. They're going to have.
You're not going to put mine up, Mark? Apparently.
I will. I'm going to go through them all.
You're going to love this spot.
Oh, no.
Yours is coming, Dex. They're going to have. We're going to have. Chris Graves is going to be there. Nice. He might not be here on this stream, but he'll be there for Free Comic Book Day. Even
though the stream's named after him, right? And
yeah, well, I was with him at the gym today. He was like, "Oh, I haven't watched the movie yet."
Oh, okay.
Who else is going to be there? He doesn't do the show, but he doesn't do the horror show, and he hates streaming every time I ask him. But Sean Aaron's going to be there. He loves Free Comic Book Day.
I love Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know whose is worse, but here's our next guest that's going to be at the Haunted Pizza booth. We got Dexter Weeks with his acclaimed Batman.
Wow.
Work.
It's not me. I don't know.
That's amazing.
I don't know why they put me there, for that, but
When were you on Batman?
I don't know.
That's
well,
awesome.
you did have that memorable Superman Batman run. You and Ed McGuinness, right?
Oh yeah,
I forgot.
yeah.
Oh, that was Dexter Vines. My bad.
Oh, that's right.
I forgot your.
Don't people bring you Superman Batman books?
They do. It's funny, like when I do go to cons. I think it was New York Comic Con, Mark, and the people saw my name tag, and it obviously is very similar to Dexter Vines.
Yeah,
and I remember people kind of like following me around, thinking I was him, with their books and shit. But that's not my Batman. I really don't know who did it. If anybody knows, please let me know so I can give him credit, I guess. So.
And Enrico, you haven't been announced yet. So
that's okay. I probably won't be.
They're still announcing guests, so you may be.
Yeah, you'll be like the X-Men.
Right.
Jim Lee X-Men, Enrico Botta.
I'm just tagging along for the fun.
So if you're in the Egg Harbor Township area, swing on by Free Comic Book Day, May 4th. It's a double holiday, May the 4th and Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Mark Penger says, any specific comic creators or celebrities you are excited to meet at the convention? Well, I'm going to meet Steve Bloom, the voice actor for Duke from G.I. Joe. And a bunch of wrestlers are going to be there. Sting is going to be there. Going to try to meet him. And Samoa Joe, the AEW World Champion. I'll try to meet him too. Maybe Josh Brolin. I don't know. It's only $200 to meet Josh Brolin.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Autograph. If you want the photo op to, that's an additional $200. But
he's generous. He's cheaper than me. I charge $300 to meet me. Like, if you just want to talk to me, it's $300.
Mark and I have been going to cons for what, like 30, 40 years, Mark. And it was never that bad before. Come on, that's ridiculous. $400 to meet Josh Brolin. He's a great guy.
I don't know. Get him to sign like my Thrashing VHS. I don't know. He is one of the star of Goonies, one of my all-time favorite movies.
True.
Yeah.
But you remember
he was the voice of Thanos.
True. Yeah. But you remember back in the day, Mark, we could just walk up to people and they were just happy to sign stuff. Pretty big time people,
I remember it seemed like we were going to New York every month, taking the bus. I remember you met Frank Miller.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he charged me anything.
Yeah.
they would get a picture. They were happy to take a picture with you. Now everything's separate. The
Only
picture.
a select few would like charge you money, like Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I remember being at a con one time, and like no one was charging, I think, except for Lou Ferrigno.
He wouldn't let you take a picture of him either. Like
no,
they would
you have to
make
pay
sure
for that.
Stop you. Yeah.
Oh, you have to actually buy one of his 8x10.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The Don says the travesty of confusing weeks for vines, for shame.
Weeks for vines.
Yeah.
And days for trees.
But this is the first of 3 big conventions I'm going to this year. After C2E2, I'm going to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I registered for my pro badge, and I'm still in good standing there. So I'm just going to go to walk around. It's very rare that I ever. All the times I used to go, I worked the Arcana booth, or when I was done working for Arcana, I did go back because I had a Pizza Tree and Evangeline signings with Dex, so good times. And then in September, I'm really excited for this. This is the first time I've ever been to it. Silver Scream Con in Massachusetts. It's a horror convention that Ice Nine Kills throws together, and it kicks off with a concert by them. And then it's 3 days of a horror convention. They already announced some of the guests. Art the Clown's going to be there. Danny Trejo, Damien from the director of Terrifier, and the kids from Terrifier are going to be there as well.
Nice.
So pretty good guest list so far. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, Spencer from Ice Nine Kills will be there as well. So it's going to be a good time, man. I'm looking forward to that. You guys got any big conventions you're going to?
No, just Ocean City Comic-Con, and I think that's in December.
Maybe we'll sneak off to Monster Mania.
Oh yeah. You know what? I am. I think it's in November because a bunch of Aliens people are going to be there. I
saw a new Aliens movie's coming out. I had no idea about that, Dex.
Yeah, new Aliens movie.
How do you feel about that?
Actually, pretty good. The director, Fede Alvarez, he did the remake of the new version of Evil Dead, like Don't Breathe. He's got a pretty good track record, and he's good for horror, which is basically what you want to do. You want to go back to the horror aspect of Aliens and stuff like that. So, cool. I'm excited. Yeah, it looks good. And James Cameron and Ridley Scott saw it, and they both loved it. So they
that's promising.
Yeah, it's definitely promising. So,
Enrico, have you heard anything about a Spawn 2 convention?
Nothing solid, but
they
are talking about it. Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. I know the talk was it was going to be a traveling convention, and that the second one would be in Florida. So fingers crossed. I hope it happens. I even though it was a small, like one room in a hotel convention, I loved it because we got to hang out with all the creators the entire show. So
it was really one of the best shows I ever did, besides Heroes Con.
Yeah.
And Heroes Con's coming up, and I'm not really prepared for it, so I may have to skip it this time. But it's in June. Yeah, I did get my application in my email, but I haven't filled it out yet because I don't know if I'm going to go.
Yeah,
I don't think I have. It's not only is it a big trip, like I don't feel like I have what I wanted to have prepared to go there. So I'd just be going with the same stuff I had last year, and I don't know if that's worth it. I'd just be doing commissions all weekend again.
Yeah, we should plan something, Mark, to go to that show. It was one of the best shows I've ever done.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it was a great
show. I really want to go, but I'm really like
it's
going
a big
back
deal.
and forth in my mind.
Right.
Maromi says Father's Day weekend. Is that when Heroes is?
I think
maybe.
Yeah.
Mark Penguin says, "Did you see the new M. Night movie trailer? It looks amazing."
What's it called? Is it
Trap?
Trap. Yeah, Trap. Just Trap.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the trailer yet, but I saw.
I have to admit, it did
the thumbnail pop up.
Yeah, it did look pretty good. Like M. Night is a hit or miss for me sometimes.
Which one is this? I'm sure I saw it. It's
basically this father takes his daughter to I don't know, it's Taylor Swift-ish kind of person.
Yeah.
Concert. And he, as the dad's walking around, he finds out that all these cops and everything are circling the whole concert, and they're looking for this serial killer, like the Butcher or something, I think he's called. And it was, the trailer kind of gives stuff away, but maybe not. Maybe it's a
I don't think I've seen it then. I'll have to check it out.
But come to find out, it might be the father, like who's the
wow.
So it looks really good. Looks good. But M. Night, there'll be some kind of twist in there.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett's in it. Yeah. So
Yeah, Dex and I,
yeah,
former stars of M. Night Shyamalan's.
Yeah, me and Mark were on the set. We were in. Got filmed.
I was specifically told M likes your look.
Yeah.
Well, I keep messing up. What was that movie called again, Dex? Unbreakable.
Yeah. I walked right past Bruce Willis. And
were you allowed to look at him?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to look at him. I wasn't allowed to touch him.
Man,
you weren't allowed to touch him.
No,
you weren't allowed to rub his head for good.
I got the whole speech, before the scene. So
we have 70 people watching on X and YouTube. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. I was one of my biggest regrets. They were like, don't bring a camera. If you're seen taking pictures, you'll be escorted off the set. And because I was in a flashback scene. I went all through wardrobe, and man, everyone was taking pictures.
Yeah.
No one cared.
I don't know why they do that kind of stuff, man. Like some of these stars are real strict and stuff like that. But I've been on movie sets too. We were in National Treasure when that came around. That was a real lax set. It was really a fun set to be on, and it wasn't like that at all. But my one friend, she works on a lot on all M. Night's movies that come through. Yeah. And Stallone's movies that come through. And I remember she was telling me a story about the last Rocky and how Stallone was like that. Like, you can't look at him. You can't walk near him, And that was a disappointing story. But yeah, I remember she wandered into the wrong tent one time. Well, she was working, so she didn't aimlessly walk in there. But, she went into the tent and he's like, if you don't belong here, get out of here or something like that,
Don't meet your heroes, man.
And they get these big heads. With Bruce Willis, it's like, come on, man. I can't look at you. Real quick, and then the thing about this topic, my one buddy is in a band, and he was playing at the TLA when 30 Seconds to Mars was playing, and that's how Jared Leto was. And he was like, never meet your heroes, man. He's like, I was excited to play that show, and that's how it was. He's like, you couldn't go in the same room as him. You couldn't look at him. Don't talk to him. When you walk on the stage, if he's there, look the other way. Very strange. Yeah. I don't get it.
It is ridiculous.
I mean, that's how I am at comic conventions. I tell the show promoter, look.
Don't approach them. Don't.
If they want an autograph,
don't even bother.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you ever see Mark at a convention, don't even go up to his table. Don't go near him. He doesn't like people coming near him.
The fan meetup's going to be weird, but
he's just going to be sitting in a corner like Trent Reznor, sulking in the corner.
John will be like, "You see that guy over there? That's Mark. Don't look at him. Don't look at him."
There you go, man.
No, we're all caught up with the chat. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Astonishing, Tales of Terror, Rocktapussy. What the actress's name who produced this? Bridget Kinsley, I believe her name is.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
It's impressive that she could, figure out how to produce an entire movie and star in it and get it out there.
Yeah.
Is it her first movie? Because I didn't look into it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I didn't do the research. Perhaps Mark Penguin, our historian,
resident celluloid sleuth. Mark Penguin.
The Don says, I'm that way on streams. Don't look at me. I can look at you though. And Mark says Bruce Willis got what was coming to him. There, I said it. You can disavow. Ouch. Come on, Mark. Man, Mark is living up to the name Ice Pick. He just stabbed Bruce Willis in the back.
Well, if we're gonna be
It's okay. He
scavengers,
wouldn't notice.
I do have to admit, as I did walk by him, he was like shorter than me, Mark, and I'm like
Yeah.
what 5'10". I'm not that tall. I couldn't believe how short he really was.
Yeah.
To be honest,
You saying you could take him?
maybe.
I could take him out for some Chinese food.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
All right. Astonishing Tales of Terror, Rocktapussy. The story's about a female news reporter who basically would do anything to get the story, to get the scoop. It starts off, well, before we get to her, it starts off flashback scene. We have some miners in a mine, and they unearth a new tunnel of the mine, and it was closed off for a reason. A giant monster lives in there. 2 of the miners are killed. 2 escape. They blow up the tunnel to close the hole off. And we fast forward to the present day with our star investigative reporter, undercover reporter.
Koni Waves.
That was a great intro, though. I have to.
Oh yeah, she's we go to a gentleman's club. She's performing on stage, and there's a man there in sunglasses, older man, very much interested in her. He's surrounded by I don't know, bodyguards, and they wave her over to dance for him, and he is, you know, falling all over himself for her, and says, "What can I do to get more than a dance?" And the guy shows up with a microphone. It's her cameraman, and she asks him about the drugs and the corruption in his reign as mayor, and that's how we're introduced to our main character.
Yeah, in her outfit, by the way.
Yeah. And they show clips of her when they're talking about the mayor being involved with drugs and prostitution. They show that clip of her like on all fours going towards him. Yeah. You know, she does what it takes to get the scoop.
Yeah. All I kept thinking, Mark, was like, would you guys watch that newscast if you know that was, you know, a news reporter? I mean,
would that even be televised? Like, how could it be? It's like the middle of a strip club. She's wearing nothing. Like, for real.
It's not like she put anything on. You know,
they're not going to air that on CNN, bro.
Amanda B, not her first movie, but she has produced quite a few Hallmark style movies, which I felt the soap opera vibes coming through. Okay,
yeah.
Amanda B out scooping Mark Pengrin. Mark says, I looked at her Internet Movie Database. She had a bunch of bit parts in various things. I assume the mayor she was trying to scoop in the opening credits was Rob Ford stand-in, everyone's favorite former mayor of Toronto. He was doing a line of blow. So we then fast forward to there's a award for reporter of the year that she's up for, and she's there with her cameraman, and she runs into an ex who is now with another female reporter who is jealous of her star and saying, "Oh, you don't have to degrade yourself to get these juicy stories." And then she puts that woman in her place, saying, "Oh, you know, some of us aren't feminists like you, you know, so good for her, you know."
And then she like imagined throat punching her, which was funny.
Oh, that's
yeah. And she ends up taking home the bartender at the end of the night. So
yeah,
she's, you know, what's the female version of a womanizer? A man eater?
A gigolo. I think it's a gigolo. Not a gigolo, a gigolo. I just made that.
She takes home the bartender. She can't even remember his name. She didn't even ask for his name, and she's a reporter. She's supposed to ask those tough questions. Yeah.
She wasn't thinking about that.
And then just leaves him hanging and ask her to take care of her cat.
Yeah. Feed my cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, because she's woken up by her cameraman who says, you know, he got them press passes for this big thing. Mining company is going to unveil some new mining technology, almost like a giant, I don't know, reminded me of G.I. Joe's Weather Dominator, big laser.
Right.
And that's how they were going to, make tunnels for mining, advanced mining, years and years into the future. And of course, her nemesis, the female reporter that she ran into the award ceremony, she got there first and saw, the press passing through it away. So she has to. She basically, begs a miner, not a youth, but a guy who's a miner who works in the mines. Gotta be careful what you say.
ER, not OR. Right?
Yeah,
ER.
OR. That's a good one.
And he gets her into the mines so she can watch this experiment, which was created by this Russian scientist, and who.
I'm sorry, you left out the obligatory shower scene when he shows up with no clothes on and.
Oh yeah.
Well, she was trying to get in, and she met the guy. We didn't even talk about the guy. What's his name? Carrie. We didn't even talk about him. Yeah, he was introduced a scene before that, waking up in his old pickup truck on the beach.
Right.
Yeah. He's a bit down on his luck. It's established that him and his wife are divorced. He sees his kid, I guess, on the weekends. He has a little picture of her taped to the inside of his pickup. And he has no place to live. I guess he sleeps in his truck. So he asked his foreman if he can, take a shower in the locker room and then get to work. And then the foreman's going through the same thing. Says he just had a breakup because apparently he's an a-hole. So, they can relate with each other. So, yeah. So that's how we're introduced to, our male lead. And, well, I'm sorry. What's the reporter's name again? Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Not Holly Hunter. I'm on Bruce. Who's Holly Hunter? She's an actress, right?
An actress.
Yeah. All right, Hunter. So that's how Hunter meets him in the locker room, and he takes her into the mines after he gets dressed, of course.
After he gets dressed in his jeans and his white tank top and his flannel shirt, like a man.
Yeah. That's right.
A man.
Amanda B says, I like the dad's line when she was asking if he was proud, how she was working undercover, but he wished she would cover up more. Yeah, her dad and her sister were at the awards ceremony. Sister very proud of her. Dad's proud, but wishes she would, not wear such revealing outfits to get the stories. And they showed when they led into her news piece, like her in all these outfits. She's like wearing a little kitten or cat suit outfit, and
all right, it's a lot of buildup, and now we're there. So now we're in the mine, and we finally get a little bit of action going on here.
Yeah, the female scientist fires up the laser ray, and or she starts it up, and the old miner from the opening scene, he's a lot older now, but he comes in and tries to stop him. He says, "No, you can't mine any further, any deeper. I'm trying to save your life." No one will listen to him. Then he opens up his coat and he has explosives, and he blows the place up to seal the tunnel. And I guess he killed some innocents in the process too. Oh, but we have some survivors. We have Hunter and the miner that got her access. That they're one party, and then the other party is Hunter's cameraman, her ex, and the female reporter that he's dating, and then the Russian scientist and the female scientist. But the Russian scientist is badly injured. And the cameraman, when the explosion happened, he swears he saw an octopus. But no one will, no one will, the party he's with, no, it was terrorists. Clearly it was a terrorist act because the guy had bombs.
The tentacle terrorist.
Yeah. That might be not a bad name for a villain. So, both parties are trying to figure out how to how to get out, except Hunter and the miner. They find a giant like cave shaped like a skull, and she was like, "There's a story in there."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Aren't you scared?" And she was like, "Yeah, but that's what you live for, you know." And she convinces him to tag along. They have to cross lava, and she falls, and he has to save her.
Yeah, in the lava.
Which she made a lot of comments about, the damsel in distress doesn't need a man to save her. And, at that particular point, he saved her. So I thought that was interesting. So
Mark Penguin says mass psychosis. Yeah. So
getting back to the title of the actual creature, why is it called Rocktapussy? Like that? Did I miss something?
It's an octopus that lives in a cave.
Yeah.
It lives in rocks. It's a rock.
Literally,
And rock rhymes with oct, like
Yeah.
Rocto, and says rock.
Honestly, I feel like that. I'll be honest. I picked it out because of the name, but I feel like the name does the movie a disservice because it's actually. I know. Like Chris Gray's ears are probably burning right now, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Once you kind of figure out what it really is, what I mean? Once you get that vibe, it's enjoyable. Yes.
I thought it looked like a lot better. Like I thought it was going to be a cheap looking movie.
Yeah.
But I thought it looked pretty good, like compared to other films we've watched.
True. With a limited budget. Yeah, they did pretty good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mark says, and has psychic horseshoe crabs as servants for some reason.
Exactly.
I've seen these things somewhere else, and I can't quite place it, but yeah.
So the one party, they start getting taken out one by one by the Rocktapuss and its little servant that
little
Mark. And they attach to the people. They attach to their backs and to
their spine.
The octopus takes control of them, and they become like almost like zombie slaves, I guess.
Yeah.
And eventually Hunter and the miner, they come to a body of water, and the miner's like, "Oh, we can I'll swim and see if there's a way out." And Hunter's going to wait for him. When he comes back, Hunter's gone. Hunter's been abducted by the minions, and she's chained up, and she's. Is she going to be offered up as a sacrifice to the Rocktapuss, or does the rock?
This whole thing starts to become very like Lovecraftian in a way.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of that lore. So you got these deep old ones, and they're like, the minions are controlling your mind, and you're going to sacrifice the
one of our minions is one of our minions is a medieval knight. So that just shows you how long the Rocktapuss has been around.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade vibes going on.
Yeah. Sure. Like, and all of a sudden she turns into a barbarian, and like
they dress her up. So that's for the sacrifice.
Well, I think the costuming was fantastic in like her outfit, and like the Rocktapuss. You see the Rocktapuss's female form. I thought she looked really cool.
Was that her too? That was her, right?
Yeah, that was her as well.
She was playing both of those roles, right? Yeah. But I don't know. It started to remind me of like. Again, it was Lovecraftian, but started to remind me of a little bit like a scene from a Hellboy book.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
So they're going to sacrifice Hunter, and the other female reporter reveals that she's not actually like one of the minions. She's just playing the part to blend in,
trying to blend,
which I thought was pretty funny. But she won't help Hunter escape because she's just looking out for herself. And eventually she does escape, and she what she do? Get the sword, and she starts chopping up minions.
Yeah, she starts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I'm curious though, because there's that one shot where you see where she cuts off both of the legs.
Yeah,
that's the same actor, like because they used them in like what was it, Dawn of the Dead, and
Yeah.
anytime there's like somebody with missing limbs, I gotta look that up. And maybe Ice Pick knows. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, like there's not many people that you
Right.
see that don't have legs that are, you know.
The Don says, honestly, I didn't watch the flick. I'm here for the name Rocktapussy. I was hoping for an explanation about the female thing from FF. Oh, well. Well, yeah, the name is it's a octopus that lives in rocks. So
there you go.
Rocktapussy. But yeah, no, the name I think
Octopus.
does it a disservice because I don't know. It's obviously the female lead very attractive, but it's not as I don't know.
It's catchy. It's very catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very unique. So when you do say it, you're like, oh, what you know, what the heck is that?
Yeah,
So,
everyone's like, oh, I gotta hear about this.
right.
So she ends up, her and the miner, they end up escaping. She has to kill our cameraman because he is one of the minions. She manages to take the horseshoe crab off his back, so he's himself.
Wait,
For like a
that's why I was
second, he is,
confused.
yeah.
Yeah, I was confused about that. So she takes the crab off his back. Is he not normal anymore? Like
I think he was dying anyway, right?
He was dying, and I think he just wanted her to put him out of his suffering.
I was wondering, I was like, why did she kill him if you know
Yeah.
put the thing off?
So part with the cameraman I thought was funny is Hunter's ex is like an idiot, a jerk, a little bit racist, and he says, "Oh, like him and the cameraman are going at it." And he was like, "Oh, you're going to use karate on me?"
Yeah, it was great.
And the guy was like, "Racist," but he does use karate on him.
Well, no, that was a really actually funny exchange because he's like,
Yeah.
"You're gonna use karate on me," and he's like, "Why? Because I'm Asian," and he's
Right.
like, "You know,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, of course I know karate," and
Then he uses it on him. you
and
know?
he uses it on him. Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda B, I agree. I thought it would be more nudity, sex oriented. While there were jokes and references, it wasn't completely out of line, kind of humorous.
Yeah.
The only nudity really was there was a part where Hunter came out of like the blood.
Blood of bath of blood or something.
And then like when she was playing the role, the flashbacks of Rocktapuss, I guess, in her female form, there was some cut scenes of her topless.
He had some piercings.
Oh yeah. That's armor.
Yeah.
Nipple armor.
Yeah, but her and the miner, they escape. They come out at this beautiful waterfall, and yeah.
Oh wait, we skipped over the whole thing with when the actual demigod deity actually came out.
Yeah. Take it away, Enrico.
Well, they're underground, and finally they show like the god, and it's a big Cthulhu like creature that they did with like CGI, and it looked like a lower budget like WB CGI, but it wasn't terrible. But they made him look like a Cthulhu type character, and in that scene, they want to sacrifice Hunter, but he doesn't accept the sacrifice for some reason, right?
Well, it's because she's not a virgin, I think, right?
Right. So and then he takes the other reporter,
right?
Because he's mad, I guess. And then and then Hunter pulls out a bomb. She's got a bomb on her, and threatens like to blow up everything.
And the bomb comes from the female.
Run away. They run away.
Yeah,
the female scientist made the bomb out of scraps from the laser.
Very MacGyver, yeah,
very MacGyver-ish. And so she does arm that, throws it on the ground, and then runs out with the miner with Carrie. Runs out, and they get away, but the Cthulhu creature still hangs on to the reporter, rips her apart, and they escape, and everything kind of blows up, and then that's when they come out of the waterfall, right?
Yeah.
And then the Hallmark kiss, Yeah.
Amanda B says, with the city scenes to the sister and dad, I would have thought there would have been some sort of conclusion for them to know she made it as part of the ending.
Mm.
Yeah, they didn't wrap that up.
Yeah.
For the poor dad.
Yeah.
The dad doesn't know what's going
all
on.
he said was, "Oh, she's."
But he believed in her, though.
Yeah.
I know she'll find a way.
Yeah. Right.
I just hope she keeps her clothes on.
Damn parasites.
No, wait a minute. I mean, as a father of 2 daughters, I completely understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. So overall, you guys liked the movie? Of course, I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like I didn't want to like it, but like you said, Mark, it was just something about it that it was entertaining. I was entertained. Yeah, I don't think it was scary at all, and I was kind of more scares, but like I said, once you feel the vibe of the movie and what it's really going for, you kind of dig it. So yeah,
I didn't really think about that, Dex. That's I didn't really think about that, but yeah, I don't know if I'd classify this as a horror movie.
No, it really wasn't horror.
Maybe action adventure horror. I'm not sure, but
almost like The Mummy.
Yeah,
it was categorized as adult comedy horror.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah,
sure. For what it was, yeah, it was entertaining.
Because it had some cool, I like the zombies and stuff in it. It just could have done a little bit more, but yeah, I mean, it was entertaining. I dug it.
I for one am looking forward to see what Bridget Kinsley comes up with next.
Yeah, we should hit her up, Mark, and see work on her next project.
Get her on the show.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great.
You know what I mean?
Get her out to a Monster Mania or something.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. So next week I'll be in Chicago on Sunday, but if it's okay with you guys, we'll do the Horror Movie Club on Monday. The next movie was suggested by our own Ice Pick.
Uh-oh.
And it's called Midnight Screening. I'm going to play the trailer right now. Dex, it gives me Velvet Rope vibes. So
cool. Yeah, I've never heard of it. So that's fired up.
Now this is what I would, we thought Rocktapussy was going to be low budget, but I think this is definitely
low budget.
It's the bill, yeah. Midnight Screening. Here we go.
I mean, $4 for a soda?
I don't make the prices, sir.
What's going on?
Well, there's some kids up front. They won't shut the hell up. Look, can you do something and talk to them?
I hate that someone runs their mouth during a movie.
Because if I do, it's not going to be cordial.
Sheila, when you're finished in here, can you take care of Theater 3? It's about to drop.
Come on, Fuller.
Look, the sooner it's clean, the sooner we can watch that new movie together.
We have to see if there are any flaws. It's part of our contract with the studio.
Oh, hi, boy. Projector's ready to go now.
So what's this movie?
It's a classic horror piece.
And I do love horror movies. Can I help you?
These horror movies are the same. Idiots don't even know what's going on right underneath their nose. The director doesn't show any skin. It's a horror film, isn't it? Alan? He's getting seriously pissed about it.
I'm the guy that pays to see the movie. I'm the guy that has to put up with them inconsiderate pricks on their cell phones. And your theater crew, you guys will do nothing about it. So I'm doing something about it.
Velvet Rope.
I swear to God, Mark.
He's expecting you. Yeah. It almost looks like the theater. We shot some of it.
What came first, that or Velvet Rope? Wait a minute.
Oh, Velvet Rope came first. I don't know. So Newt, I think, works with that company, Wild Eye, on some stuff.
Wait a minute now. We might have to lawyer up. I don't know if Mark Penguin is familiar with Velvet.
Oh, we played Velvet Rope
right.
on the stream once. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Mark.
I know. Oh. Man, going back to Rocktapussy, Amanda B says, I would describe it as a Hallmark movie combined with Indiana Jones and made for Skinamax with an octopus monster.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Hallmark films. Like they always wait. They don't kiss until the end.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. It was a Hallmark.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mark says Amanda B doesn't appreciate cinema. We got Jeremy Burt's in the house. What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy.
Hello there.
Yeah, so next week, midnight screening, which is funny because our friend Newt, who helped us with the Velvet Rope, wrote a movie called Midnight Show, which is still in. I think he still is trying to finish it up. So I don't know. And I think he's worked with Wild Eye before because they did. What'd they do? Shark Exorcist, and I think he may have worked with them on part 2.
Maybe we should contact Newt.
I don't know. I'll ask Newt if he knows anything about this. Maybe there's bad blood. Maybe they ripped him off as well.
It's possible. It's possible.
But I don't know. I love horror movies that take place in amusement parks and movie theaters. So, do you remember that movie Popcorn? The movie?
Oh
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
80s? Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And another good one is Demons. I don't know if you guys saw Demons. It's
no, I haven't seen
like
that.
an Italian. I think it's Italian film, but yeah, it takes place in a movie theater as well. So
nice.
Yeah.
So guys, do your homework for next week. It'll be on Monday. Watch midnight screening. Oh, we got Past Master Dan in the house as well. Quick, Amanda, throw up your plate of spaghetti before we wrap this up. Oh, right on cue. There you go. I swear it looks like a perfume jar, a goldfish in a fish bowl. That's when you know you're old. You can't tell what emojis are. Yeah, we're at 85 viewers right now on X and YouTube. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. We're here every Sunday or Monday if I'm on vacation, talking horror movies that you can watch for free on Tubi. We also stream every Wednesday, Revolution, 7 p.m., where we basically talk comics and we talk about our projects we're working on, where we're at. We'll give a little update right now. Writhe Payne finished fulfillment. I'm currently fulfilling the triple connecting covers, the triple threat CG covers, Godlike, Cyberfrog, and Glorious Rex for John Malin. Got about 100 plus packages packaged up, but John said don't send them out yet because he wants to get a head start on me for Godlike and get those out first. So I think Monday I'll start printing labels and we'll start sending them out to backers. Currently working on U.S. Assassin 4. It's in production. I know I have to help Dex set up a crowdfunding page for his new book.
Yeah.
How's production coming along for that?
We're on the last 2 pages, Mark. So soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you'll have a completed project when you launch it.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's the way to do it. And Enrico, how's things coming along for you for your board game?
Oh, good. I'm almost finished the box design, and once I get that approved, then everything is ready to go. And then we just have to figure out the next step, which is the manufacturing and all the crowdfunding and stuff. So that's cool.
Awesome. And after the stream, I'm going to go check out the lettered pages for Reaper Destroyer. I know people are eagerly awaiting that. I think what Joe crossed 70,000 on Reaper Destroyer. So
nice.
It's a anticipated big book. So I think people are going to love it just based off the artwork. It looks incredible.
Yeah, it looks
but
great.
I mean, you kind of knew it was when he hired, Bat and Joe Weems to ink him. And he's got one of the Kemp brothers, Dave Kemp, I believe, doing colors. So book's going to look incredible. And hopefully that'll be coming soon to the backers as well. But that'll do it for this week, man. Dex, where can people find you at?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Dexter Weeks 6975, on Twitter, aka X, Dexter_art, and Facebook. You can just look up Dexter Weeks. Always posting new art and kind of things, upcoming projects that are coming up. So,
Enrico, where can people find you at?
On Instagram and X at Enrico Botta.
Nice. And guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. Make sure you subscribe to Primetime Poulton. Hit the notifications. Also, building a brand behind these guys' backs. Sean Aaron and I launched a new YouTube channel called Blood Brothers, where we talk all things Rob Liefeld. We'll start posting content in May, but it's going to be mostly videos. Maybe we'll do a live stream once a month, but we're going to go over old interviews, highlight our top 10 our covers of Rob's on different titles, stuff like that. Go over the toys, the movies, all things Rob related. And I guess one more plug, go back Evangeline Omnibus Volume 1. On his podcast, Rob said this is the first of many Evangeline omnibuses. So Dex, that's a good sign that our work's going to get collected as well, which it deserves.
No doubt, yeah.
A fan favorite, acclaimed series. We got nothing but great reviews when we were doing that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you Wednesday for Revolution.
Peace.